the gate tonight, but we're going to be getting started. Thank you for coming to our Scholars Night. We're going to get started with the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you could please stand. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this time, you can remain standing, sorry. At this time, I just wanted to see if you were paying attention. Mr. Taylor and members of the choir are going to be singing the national anthem. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce our superintendent, Dr. James Saruta.
Good evening, parents, family members, friends. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to our Scholars Night this evening. We are here on the Joint Base, as you all know, and our relationship with the base is very close. We're very proud to serve the military families living on Joint Base McGuire-Dix-Lakehurst. And it's very important that we take a moment to recognize all of our active and retired military and first responders. So I'd ask if those in the audience who are active and retired military or first responders to please stand and give us an opportunity to express our appreciation for all that you've done. It's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Lopez and our high school assistant principals, Nancy Hawk, Brendan Bennett, and Chris Cataline. I'd like to welcome Amy Steller and our academic directors, Courtney McNeely, Matt Conowitz, and Debbie Droke. I'd like to welcome our amazing faculty, who, without you folks, we wouldn't be doing this evening. And I'd ask our faculty and our administration to please stand up and be recognized. I have a special guest with me this evening, a board member from North Andover, Ms. Angela Redding. Angela, welcome. This is her first Scholars Night. Angela's been very active, worked really hard on the board, and I appreciate her getting good insight. And Matt Conowitz and our NTV folks, let's not forget them. They're videotaping this evening's productions. NTV, thank you. I will never take for granted Mr. Taylor and the work that he does with his students. What a wonderful rendition of the national anthem. Thank you very much, folks, for a beautiful song. We appreciate it. Tonight's a special evening. None of the award recipients this evening is being recognized for status quo performance. All are receiving recognition for academic excellence. They have made a commitment to aim high. Excellence in anything starts with a vision, a passion, and a will. Skills and talent without a deep desire to be the best at what we do will never be enough to accomplish the best. And the importance and support of parents, grandparents, extended family, that cannot be overstated. Let's be clear. Academic excellence is more than an achievement on top exam and good exam results. It's an ability to master a commitment and dedication to learning and growing. It's the desire to embrace knowledge and new experiences in everyday life and to care for the interests of others. So this evening we recognize those students that are exceeding normal expectations of performance and achieving the highest exemplary level of performing and aiming high. Clearly tonight we honor all those students who continue to aim high. So let's get down to business. Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
At this time, we are going to recognize the students who have high honor roll with distinction, and the 3 assistant principals will be handing out these awards. Just for some logistics this evening, if your name is called, please come up this way. Then you're going to walk across the stage, and then you'll have your picture taken over that way, to my left. Okay? All right, I'd like to introduce Ms. Nancy Hope at this time.
I have the honor of presenting the honor with distinction to grade 11. Elizabeth Adamato, Mahati Agumadi, Alvin Alex, Kelsey Anderson, Adira Arvikia, you guys come out? Rava Arya, Pranav Ava, Elizabeth Danis, Rohan Bhavakar, Tanvi Villa, Nina Burden, Benjamin Chorba, Colton Cooper, Brianna Daniels, Paul DiGiorano, John Doherty, Holly Fisher, Joshua Foley, Lauren Garwood, Reagan Gautam, Riley Grip, Keely Hall, Megan Hemenhoss, Hallie Hetnick, Brett Hubbard, Sunyata Jagannathan, Mariah Jaminin, Crystal Kim, Eric Kohler, Maya Mutharamalinam, Disha Patel, Akhil Patel, Jacqueline Paul, Grace Kloppenboss, Rachel Quigley, Rashidi Reedy, Isabel Schoen, Kasaki Sendi, Madison Sheesh, Carly Smith, Apaksha Sood, and Havish Sunday, Ryan Troy, Sarthak Upal, Vise White, Caitlin White, and Sanjay Nada. Our 11th grade high honor roll distinction.
while you guys are enjoying your salad, I'm going to start with our grade 11 high honor roll with distinction recipients. Garrett Ballinger, Megan and Willen, Econch Artie, and Johnny Bobsar. And feel free to start coming up. Jenna Booth, Michaela Brunel, Nicolette Bullard, Catherine Deeker, Joshua Edwards, Rachel Enriquez, Derek Hubbard, Megan Hughes, Becca Irwin, William Irwin Jr., Anusha Keshreddy, Aja Martinez, Madison Martinez, Brianna McKeon, Lindsay Mitchie, Rohit Narayanan, Carson Norway, Isabella Oko, Savnik Patel, Catherine Perone, Bhavya Foga, Madison Plotkin, Anne Reed, Harry Emil Santos, Jill Shah, Vani Singh, Ava Wiener, Julia Woodworth, and Nicolina Zapley, our 11th grade high honor roll with distinction recipients.
We need three, right?
At this time, I'd like to bring up Miss Amy Stella, our Director of Curriculum Instruction and Professional Development. She will be presenting our Special Recognition Award.
Good evening. As we recognize our students this evening for their grades and accomplishments relative to our district standards, we also have an opportunity to acknowledge the significant accomplishments of one student relative to national standards. I am proud to honor Anusha Keshreddy for a perfect score on the Math SAT on her first attempt. As Anusha makes her way to the stage, I'll share that fewer than 1% of testers score perfect 800 annually. Congratulations, Anusha.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's with great pleasure that I introduce to you to Cadet Tayshawn Joshi. As a member of the Northern Northern High School Air Force JRTC program, he's been a steady hand within the Corps. He's built a rock-solid foundation, and he's been called upon many times to execute any task that's placed before him. Throughout the program's inaugural year, he has seized many opportunities to lead and garnered national accolades within the Air Force JRTC program as a result of his selflessness, efforts. Tayshawn is a credit to our Air Force JRTC program in Northern Burlington High School and the community at large. Thank you. Tayshawn. The next nominee, Air Force JRTC, for the Northern Burlington Scholar Award is Cadet Pranav Ava. Maturity and drive come to mind as I characterize this steady-handed student. As a military member for over 23 years, I've worked with many phenomenal young men and women throughout my career in this great nation, and have come to know many individuals of great character, integrity. Pranav Ava is one such individual. He not only exemplifies the Air Force's core values, integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all that he does, but he's clearly an individual filled with an unlimited potential. And Pranav deserves a tremendous amount of credit with helping our JRTC group program exceed all standards. Finally, I'd like to introduce Cadet Marissa Cartman as the Northern Burlington recipient, scholar recipient. Ms. Cartman is my nominee. Each day, Marissa enters the class, she's ready to learn, but more important, she's always ready to lead, and with a smile. Air Force JRTC National Award winner her first year is a testament to her ability to balance many responsibilities, which include civic obligations and studies simultaneously. And she does so to a high degree of success. Moreover, Marissa's drive and character are nothing short of extraordinary, which complements her no-nonsense approach to leading our Corps. She's also instrumental in setting up our first Kitty Hawk Air Society, which is the equivalent of the National Air Force, or excuse me, the National Honor Society Air Force standards. In closing, Marissa is a very talented young lady that has worked extremely hard to establish our Air Force JRTC and the Kitty Hawk program. And she's cemented a solid foundation for many cadets to come in the future. Cadet Cartman is a natural born leader and a rare talent, and we are humbled to have her as our student. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Courtney McNeely, and I am the Director of Instruction for the Humanities Department. It is my pleasure to introduce the amazing educators in the Humanities tonight. First, the English teachers, Mrs. Catherine Farley, Mrs. Suzanne Solo, and Mrs. Kate Lasker.
It is my sincere pleasure to recognize Kara McFadden tonight. She is everything a teacher wants in a student. Consistently, Kara has held the highest average in my honors English class this year. Kara is smart, interested, hardworking, and creative. She is a leader in class, but Kara leads by quiet example. Her writing is excellent, balanced, organized, fluent. I can tell when students are developing a distinct writing style, and Kara is already well on her way to a writing style that is mature, articulate, and confident. Aside from her writing, she shows insights into her reading and contributes interesting and insightful comments to her class discussions. She is creative and fun. For an assignment on the novel To Kill a Mockingbird, Kara and her partner Olivia, who's here tonight too, came up with the idea of making a headband game for the novel. And honestly, I'm thinking about using it as a class activity in the coming years. Finally, I don't think any of Kara's teachers could speak about Kara without talking about that smile. That one. There is nothing that makes a teacher more reassured than a smiling face in the audience. I'm sincerely thankful for the thoughtful insights, the articulate writing, and the class leadership. And I'm thankful for her confident smile.
Good evening. The recipient for the 10th grade award for excellence in English is Ariana White. Not only is she a creative, focused, and highly analytical student, but she also represents the often underrepresented personality in the classroom. In 2012, Susan Cain wrote a book called Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking. She defined introverts as those who, quote, prefer to devote their social energies to close friends, colleagues, and family. They listen more than they talk, think before they speak, and often feel as if they express themselves better in writing than in conversation, end quote. I feel fortunate that as an English teacher, I get to know a lot about my students' personalities, interests, and strengths through their writing. Ariana is an extremely impressive writer, so much that I find myself delightfully anticipating what I'm about to encounter when I open up one of her assignments. Reading fiction and exploring imaginary worlds has harnessed her ability to write creatively. Her powers of observation have provided her with the uncommon ability to analyze complex language. In the aforementioned book, Cain says that, quote, everyone shines given the right lighting. And that, quote, the secret to life is to put yourself in the right lighting. For some, it's a Broadway spotlight. For others, a lamplit desk. Use the natural powers of persistence, concentration, and insight to do work you love and work that matters. Solve problems, make art, think deeply. Tonight, may you feel the light of this well-deserved award shine brightly on you. Congratulations, Ariana.
My first clear memory of tonight's honoree is of him sitting alone in room 401 at 7:15 a.m. engrossed in a book. I enter, no acknowledgement. I greet him, no response. I read the title, The Stranger, and think autobiography. Such behavior, reading for pleasure, is nearing extinction, so Antonio Salad is truly a rare breed. That passion he holds for books animates his writing and discussion as well. Whether clarifying the oft confused terms depicting his ignorance, or waxing philosophical about human nature, Antonio relishes the world of ideas. What fuels his appetite in Antonio? A powerful curiosity. Yes, we all know what curiosity is to have. But the warning goes unheeded because for Antonio, a question begs an answer. The poet Alistair Reid tells us, curiosity will not cause us to die, only lack of it will. Never to want to see the other side of the hill, or that improbable country where living is an idol would kill us all. Only the curious have, if they live, a tale worth telling at all. So continue to indulge your curiosity, Antonio, and write this well.
And now I'd like to introduce to you Mr. David Simpson and Mrs. Michelle Van Fiver to present the social studies course.
No student ever attains very eminent success by simply doing what is required of him. It is the amount and excellence of what is over and above the required that determines the greatness of ultimate distinction. These are the words of American historian and educator Charles Kendall Adams and they are the perfect introduction for this year's 9th grade Social Studies Award recipient. Olivia Smith is highly intelligent, a deep thinker, a keen listener, a thoughtful questioner, and a natural debater. Olivia's attention to detail and willingness to keep an open mind distinguishes her from her peers, as does her constant and consistent enthusiastic participation. When I ask a question, her hand is often first raised, and if the question was an especially challenging one, would often be the only one seen. However, in the intellectual community of AP World History, the goal is not just to answer questions, it's about asking them too. As a historian, this award winner always brings a sense of questioning and reasoning whether an event had to happen, of why it happened. She understands that perspective is everything, and that there are credible and questionable sources of history. She takes great care in sorting out the facts and trying to find the truth regarding the events and people who have shaped our world. Not surprisingly, this quest for truth, for enhancing one's knowledge of past events and how they drive the present, has developed into a passion that has resulted in her evolving from a student of history to being a historian. It is with profound joy that I have witnessed a student's relationship with the subject going from beyond what one actually studies to actually becoming part of who one is. Throughout the year, she has recommended various internet websites, TV episodes, movies, and literary works that have heightened her understanding of the world and its rich history. She yearns to dialogue, to debate, to write, to question, and to collaborate regarding the lessons history teaches, and I have often left in awe. It is with the utmost pride that I present this award.
Good evening. The Social Studies Department is proud to recognize Renee E. Harris as our most distinguished sophomore student during the 2017-2018 school year. Renee is the embodiment of perseverance and intellectual tenacity. AP History is a truly challenging course. All students who begin the course in the fall initially falter. Eventually, students adjust and begin improving their performance. Renee did more than just adjust a level. She evolved into a true student of history who committed herself to nightly study and analysis of concepts at a deep intellectual level. She has proven that a positive attitude and a relentless dedication are the keys to success. No student worked harder than Renee this year, and no student improved as much as Renee did this year. It is indeed an honor to bestow this award to Renee Harris, a person whom I am proud to call my student. Thank you. Renee, now I'm going to be standing in for Mr. Joe Coleman. So I'm going to read this as though I'm him. I'm very happy to present the Social Studies Department Award for the class of 2019 to Ann Reed. Choosing a Social Studies Award winner from the junior class was very difficult this year. We had 100 students enrolled in our AP US History 2 class, and many of them worked very hard throughout the year, and they maintained excellent grades in the high 90s, and so there were many students deserving of recognition, and most of them are here this evening. However, Anna was chosen as the award winner because of the fact that she combines academic excellence with an insatiable curiosity and a keen interest in the study of history. Anna always enthusiastically participated in class activities. She thinks more deeply and goes beyond the immediate facts of events and people we're studying to ask and provide insights about the significance of history. What's also amazing about her enthusiasm for history is that she had AP history during the first period this year, and she was able to display this energy and enthusiasm every day at 7:20 in the morning. While other students were still trying to wake up, Anne was asking questions about the Roosevelt corollary for Keynesian economics. Additionally, Anne has shown a sophisticated understanding of the importance of history and how people use the skills of history to understand and shape our society in the present day. For all of these reasons, the Social Studies Department is very pleased to present Anne with this award. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Debbie Droke, and I'm the Director of Instruction for Math and Science.
And I would like to please introduce the members of the math department that are here to celebrate and present some of the student awards that celebrate student achievement. They are Ms. Kathy Cole, Ms. Tina Kim, Ms. Jill Seville, and Mr. Jeff Newman.
Hello. O is for the outstanding year she had in honors geometry. L is for lending a hand to help her geometry peers. I is for her initiative and industrious attitude. V is for making valid reasons to support geometric proofs. I is for her immediate answers to help in class discussions. A is for being accomplished in mathematics. Olivia Smith is a committed and dedicated student. She has shown great success in honors geometry. She has demonstrated a great potential for growth in her mathematical pursuits. It is for these reasons that I am presenting Olivia Smith with the Geometry Math Award. Congratulations.
I am very pleased to present 2018 Honors Opportunity Scholars Award to Smena Kara. When I was asked to nominate a student for the Scholars Award for Honors Opportunity, I thought of this student right away. I have been impressed with this young lady's strong mathematical aptitude, but more importantly, her work ethic, thirst for knowledge, and inquiring mind. She is without a doubt one of the hardest working students. She demonstrates determination in the way she never gives up until she has done her best. Her maturity is most evident when she continues to push herself to better understand topics in algebra. I had many bright and intelligent students in the past, but I never had any student that ruled out math work in English when it came to studying for unit tests. I asked her what she was doing, and she said by writing out steps in the process, it helps her to remember. So as a result, she does have the highest grade amongst the large group of honors algebra 2 students this year and never received a grade below 99%. I have no doubt that she will be successful in her future years. Congratulations.
The 2018 Honors Pre-Calculus Award goes to Crystal Ken. Selecting the recipient of this year's Honors Pre-Calculus Award was a challenging feat. There were several students who had perfect averages for the year, so how could we choose just one? Well, obviously, it would have to be a person who goes above and beyond the achievement level of a normal honors student. It would need to be a person who constantly volunteers explanations and guides others on their journey through each math lesson. It would have to be someone whose love of knowledge is overtly obvious, and someone whose face lights up every time they learn something new, but will also fearlessly ask questions when a topic arises that is not fully understood. As a sophomore, Crystal has demonstrated all those qualities and much more, and I swear she's not getting the award just because she makes fantastic homemade treats. But that's an added bonus. Congratulations, Crystal. The 2018 AP Calculus Award goes to Anusha Keshareddy. You know a student has done an amazing job in an advanced placement course when she gets a 99 on an assessment and the whole class gasps.
because they're not used to hearing that. They're used to hearing hundreds every single time. The fact that this person is also a junior and has had perfect averages, 100 or above, in an advanced placement calculus class all year just makes it all that more astounding. Anosha is a determined young woman. I've had the privilege of teaching her for 2 years now in honors pre-calc and AP calculus. She's inquisitive, determined, insightful, and observant. Truly, there's not enough adjectives that I can give to Anosha, and you know she's good because she already got that perfect math SAT score, which I'm going to take partial credit for, whether it's because of me or not. So congratulations, Anosha.
As part of the math department, we are also here to celebrate student achievement in computer science. Unfortunately, Mr. Bell was not able to attend this evening, so I believe Mr. Newman is going to present those awards in just a minute.
Sorry about that. I'm now presenting the awards for Mr. Carlos Bovell for computer science. The 9th grade computer science award goes to Macy Mazakis. Mr. Bovell writes, "It's a great treat to have Macy Mazakis in class this year. Macy is smart, independent, industrious, and although many people do not know this, she's also a time traveler. Earlier in the school year, she traveled into the future to see what the class's final project would be, so she could begin working on it over winter break. One day she mentioned that she finished her work for the day and wanted something more to do, something more challenging. So I suggested that she try making a tic-tac-toe game. Macy, being as informed as she is, didn't have to ask, Mr. Bovell, what's tic-tac-toe? And this is no trivial fact because 2 of the intro classes had to watch a wiki tutorial on how to play checkers so they could understand the rules well enough to make a program about it. Not Macy. She's a sharp, logical thinker, and I very much hope that she'll be taking more computer science classes at Northern in the future. Congratulations, Macy. The 10th grade computer science award goes to Noah Springer. Noah has been taking computer science classes at Northern for 2 years now, and you can tell because when he comes into class, he works on 2 computers at the same time. He does his schoolwork in C++ on a student station in our computer lab, and also works on side projects in JavaScript on his personal laptop. I'm not sure what he's going to do next year when he takes the Java class. I guess he'll just have to get a cat to help him carry all this year around. It's been a blast getting to know Noah. He's the type of student that makes learning look fun. Even when he doesn't look like he's enjoying class, all someone has to do is ask him, Noah, what are you working on? And his face will light up with an expression that says, I'm glad you asked. Whether as a hobbyist or as a professional, Noah is rapidly developing the mind of a programmer, one that will help him solve problems more effectively now and in the future. Congratulations, Noah. And the final computer science award for 11th grade goes to Hamza Islam. When Hamza Islam took computer programming and algorithms this year, he caught on fairly quickly. In fact, it didn't take him long to establish himself as the go-to person in the class. Such is his confidence now that he's applied to be a silk in computer science his senior year. Hamza is a natural problem solver. He is patient in his thinking and thorough in his approach. He's also not fazed by the failure of other students to come up with an answer, even when these students are more knowledgeable than he. It's not uncommon for Hamza to analyze the situation, focus on the problem at hand, and say, wait a minute, that actually isn't that hard. Hamza is especially good at understanding what specific lines of code were written to accomplish. Even when syntax is unfamiliar, Hamza can surmise what the outcome will likely be. I look forward to seeing Hamza make further use of his computer science skills in the future. Congratulations, Hamza.
And now I would like to introduce the members of the science department that are here to celebrate student achievement in science. Ms. Renee Farrar, Mr. Michael Hishak, Dr. Shu, Ms. Kristen Batko, and Ms. Kristen Cohen.
I am presenting tonight's 9th grade science award for Ms. Vicki Broley, who couldn't make it this evening. So let me turn into Ms. Vicki Broley. She loves unicorns. Do you want to hear a full science fact? Each human cell's nucleus contains 6 feet of DNA. Not only is this biology scholar award recipient an exemplary student, he also demonstrates genuine interest in the content by sending his teacher remind messages containing that very question. Do you want to hear a cool biology fact? The answer is always yes. Ian Kay stood out pretty much from the very first day of school. His outgoing personality, determination to succeed, and obvious talent make him a force to be reckoned with. It has been an absolute joy getting to know Ian as a person, as well as watching him make deep connections to topics in biology. Earning no less than a 99 on pretty much every assignment in a very rigorous honor science course is astonishing. But he put just as much effort into participating with peers, asking relevant questions during class discussions, and creating brag-worthy projects. Ian is one of those students that you tell your coworkers about. She does. Look at what Ian turned in. Ian got another 100. Guess what? Ian asked about today. He's the kind of student that just makes your job easier, reminds you what you do matters. No matter the topic, assignment, or activity, Ian always puts in his best effort. After asking him why he had turned in an extra credit project when he had a 100 average in class, his answer was, because I pushed myself to be perfect. This has been proven to be true the entire school year. Not only is he a brilliant science student, he also never fails to make me smile on a daily basis. I get to smile too, because I get to see him at the end of the day. He hangs back. He is bright, curious, full of life, and I am the luckiest teacher in the world to call him my student. Congratulations, Ian, and I hope to see you again in AP Biology.
Hello, I'm Kristen Cohen. I'm here to present the Chemistry Award on behalf of myself and Ms. Mary Watterson. This year, we had a difficult time selecting a recipient for the 2018 Chemistry Award, as there are a handful of students who have achieved near-perfect scores in honors chemistry. However, the one student that stood out as the top performer would have to be Athira Araya. Athira's aptitude for science is evident through her consistent performance and perfect record in honors chemistry. She easily has the highest average in all of honors chemistry, which is 5 classes. However, her success as a scholar is not only evident in her excellent grades, but in the way she carries herself each day. She collaborates well with her peers and will always help explain a topic to classmates. She is always in pursuit of bettering herself and her knowledge of science. She asks for additional resources if she wants more practice, and has never failed to hand in homework on time. She has the self-awareness to ask questions when she has them. Anyone who knows Athira knows that she will do fantastic things in her future. We look forward to seeing her mature in her science knowledge throughout the rest of high school and beyond. Congratulations to Athira Araya for earning the 2018 Chemistry Award.
Hi, I'm Kristen Batko. I'll be presenting the Environmental Science Award.
slideshow. Amongst the many great students in AP Environmental Science, one student found a way to separate himself from the pack after just the second week of school. Most students take this class because they have a general interest in the environment, but Billy Irwin joined this class because the environment is his passion. Throughout the year, I witnessed Billy use his strengths and enthusiasm to improve himself, his classmates, and even his instructor. Without fail, no matter the topic, I could always count on Billy being excited for my lessons. Each and every day, he made me feel like my lessons were literally life-changing. He would intently listen and desire for new knowledge, reflect immediately, and ask the most amazing questions. In fact, at the beginning of the year, I needed to implement a question box specifically for Billy's questions because there were just so many. However, Billy's dedication to academia is not the only feature that justifies his earning of this award. More importantly, Billy's passion and strong sense of community have created the ultimate learning environment. Throughout the year, Billy has created a setting of inclusivity by sharing his passions. He spends his free time signing petitions, ordering native plants, and just generally researching environmental science concepts. I've never seen anyone so passionate about native plants, and much like engineering, environmental science is all about identifying problems and proposing solutions. No matter the problem, Billy was able to link the solution back to planting native plants. He wrote an entire lesson, which he performed just this morning, about researching and landscaping with native plants. He also created a website about the endangered rusty patched bumblebee and proposed planting native species to help rebuild bee populations. His solution to this environmental issue was so persuasive that even my director was inspired to plant native species. Upon learning this, Billy's excitement was truly palpable. While there is no doubt that Billy will go on to achieve much with environmental science, my favorite thing about Billy is how his passion has turned our classroom into a little family. At the beginning of the year, Billy started a meme slideshow solely about environmental science. After the AP exam, Billy gifted everyone in the class a native plant and taught us how to care for it. His passion, enthusiasm, and relentless upkeep with current events has inspired me countless times. Billy's faith in me as an instructor has meant more to me than he could possibly comprehend. When I was stressed out about whether or not I could prepare the students for the AP exam, Billy was the first person to walk out of the media center and he announced that he got a 5. He has motivated me to become the best possible instructor and consistently reminding me why I chose to become a teacher. Because of Billy, I had the most amazing year with my AP students, filled with endless pride and joy. And at prom last Friday, between winning Prom King and tearing it up on the dance floor, Billy managed to get our whole entire class together for a group picture. And I will forever cherish this special memento, along with our AIDS meme slideshow and my Billy Bucks. So if you guys know what Billy Bucks are. I have so many reasons to thank Billy for making this school year so special. It was my pleasure to have him as a student and a true honor to present him with the Environmental Science Scholar Award tonight. I cannot think of anyone more deserving, and I look forward to bragging about his future successes and endeavors.
Good evening. My name is Mike Hitchcock, and I'm here to present the Physics Award. This year's Physics Award winner likes to set the bar high for herself. Literally. Just a few weeks ago, she set a school record by clearing 11 feet in the pole vault and won the sectional championship. Likewise, in AP Physics, she raised the bar higher and higher as the year went on. She excelled on nearly every assignment in class, and her classmates all looked up to her as a leader and a role model. Sometimes she knocked the bar over on the first attempt at a new challenge, but she always dug deep to figure out why she made mistakes, and then used this new knowledge to conquer it on her next try. This tremendous ability and tenacious work ethic belongs to Lindsay Mitchie, this year's Scholar Award winner for physics. Just have a little bit more. One of my favorite parts of being an educator is to see students grow in their affinity for physics, and Lindsay is no exception. She is currently taking a calculus course online so that she can be properly prepared for AP Physics C next year. For our end-of-year project, she is currently researching the various practical applications of physics in the real world. My hope for Lindsay is that this year has been the seed for a very long and fruitful journey into the realm of physics. Her roots have taken a strong hold, and she is still spreading and exploring new ideas. Yes, this physics teacher is actually making a biology analogy. Please don't tell my biology colleagues. But I'm super excited to see how Lindsay grows and evolves in her passion for physics in the future. Lindsay, just know that anytime down the road, I will gladly help irrigate you with new physics knowledge to help in your future adventures and endeavors. Congratulations and good luck.
Good evening. Before I get started in introducing the world language teachers, I have been asked to let you know that cake is being served and there is coffee in the back behind the partition. So please help yourselves. At this time, I would like to introduce the world language teachers. We have Ms. Fatima McWilliams, Ms. Courtney Van Arsdale, Dr. Carmen Dorado, Dr. Jane Connor, and Ms. Joyce Song, and they will announce the World Language Award recipients.
Good evening, my name is Courtney Van Arsdale. I will be speaking on behalf of Ms. Paula Kim, presenting the French Awards. This honorary high achievement award goes to Tejan Joshi. Because of his high achievement, being the best of the best, so talented and dedicated to the French language, tonight his work ethics, exuberance, enthusiasm, spirited behavior, energy, excitement, and cheerfulness deserve merit. Tejan, I got to know you this first year in French too, and I have a good feeling that this is the beginning of a nice long journey in room 705. I know that you invest so much time and energy into class, but in return you are a winner, and as a matter of fact, I too have gained. You are an amazing asset to the French classes. When it comes to awesome application, the sky is the limit for you. You have already shown so much maturity in this language. You are my long-term investment, and I won't let you go. I do hope that you will continue learning French until your senior year. I am counting on you to be my brilliant French prospector. Bravo. And the 10th grade French award goes to Kisaki Sendi. Kisaki, I am very lucky to have you in my French class 2 years in a row. I admire your inquisitive attitude and how you always seek perfection. You always strive to be your very best. You are an outstanding student who makes our French program grow with you. You have a unique gift and a sharp mind that allows you to learn and understand any new concept quickly and easily. Each time you raise your hand, it is not because you didn't understand, but because you want to know more than the average student. Tonight, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for what you brought to our French program as far as productivity, excellence, and endurance. As a new member of our French National Honor Society, I congratulate you on being who you are and what I am looking forward to seeing in all of my classes in the next few years to come. Bravo. And the 11th grade French award goes to Ava Wiener. Ava, I'm so lucky to have a student like you in my French classes for the past 3 years now. Indeed, after this many years, we have built a strong bond. You are truly a pleasure in my class. I am so proud of your advancements and all of your hard work. I anticipate your questions and your participation each minute. I look forward to listening to you speak in class, reading out loud with your beautiful accent, and enjoy your detailed journals. When I grade papers, I put yours on top of the pile because I am eager to get started. I especially enjoy your cute daily stories at the beginning of class, like the story of the last donut that your mom dropped on accident, the printer that was out of paper at 4 a.m., and not to forget the delicious cauliflower dishes and recipes you provided to us. Your stories are our side daily targets to motivate and excel in French. These mini lessons are enrichments to French classes because it shows that you are capable of transferring knowledge from one context to another. I look forward to continuing to your show and tell in French class. Bravo. And now just me. And I'll be presenting the 10th grade Spanish award to Sanjana Yadav. It is with great honor and pleasure that I award Sanjana this certificate. She has been a true gem in the classroom, looking for avenues of linguistic complexity at every opportunity.
Sharing my affinity for language, this young scholar asks the most high-level questions and always strives to turn in superior work. This can be the building blocks that will pave her way to success in all things academic. I can count on Sandra for a smile firstly, followed by a brilliant answer. Her achievement in the class is inspiring and truly sparks pride. I'm thankful to have had the opportunity to teach such an awesome talent who is not one bit conceited, rather, to the contrary, very helpful, modest, and kind. Sandra's involvement in DEC as state officer, FBLA, tends to reflect this business student's brag sheet has a firestorm of other impressive entries. Her long-term vision allows her to see the necessity of language learning in the international business field. I wish her the best of luck, and I cannot wait to see where her path leads. And now, Ms. Carmen Dorado.
Good evening. It is an honor to present tonight the ninth grader language award tonight to our student who exhibits an exemplary work ethic and an unwavering commitment to perform the best she can. As some of you know, Kaylee Kebney is a runner. Is a member of the Northern Burlington High School track and field team. One easily can see her qualities as a runner at work in the classroom. Determination. She has consistently shown determination in keeping a fast pace in the learning of the language. Great and self-belief. Being a ninth grader in a Spanish speaking language proficiency level and one high-performing students speak highly of her grit and her strong self-belief. Caitlin wishes to become a psychiatrist, a profession that the very basis of it requires a deep understanding of the language and the processes of communication. So with that in mind, you can see Caitlin in class paying close attention to the words and grasping the intricacies of the most complex concept of the language. She is focused and she turns language input into output in record time. She, in group work, for example, she will build upon her peers' contribution, leading to an outstanding work. So this award is the result of her pride, of her work, and an overall outstanding achievement in the classroom. It is with pleasure that I see Caitlin reaching the finish line of the Spanish League in such a strong manner. Thank you, Caitlin.
The 11th grade Spanish language award goes to Brian Smith. I had the pleasure of having Brian in my AP Spanish language class this year. This is a very small class where he is one of only 2 juniors. He was very quiet at first, but not for long, because he couldn't hide his great personality and how important it is for him to continue studying and practicing the Spanish language. He is an attentive listener and has excellent reading comprehension skills. He is observant, thoughtful, and very humble about his ability. He has a great attitude towards learning, and he is an extremely kind and compassionate person. He looks out for his peers, supports them, and is always available to help. He has an excellent command of the Spanish language, and it is evident to me that he truly pushes himself to learn and achieve success in everything he does. I know that he is going to accomplish great things.
Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing now? Chinese language teacher at Northern. This is my second year to be here for the Scholars Night. I'm always amazed at how wonderful our kids are when they really show growth, when they really show that potential to keep learning, and with these wonderful achievements that they've made. Last year on this stage, I got the opportunity to present this award to one of the best students in Chinese language, but not as the teacher. This year, it couldn't be a better occasion to present this award to you again, but as your teacher. So the 11th grade Chinese language award goes to Catherine Deeker. Where are you, Catherine? You're consistent to lead Chinese 4 class as a model student with precision, devotion, as well as humbleness impressed me throughout the year. As your Chinese 4 classroom language teacher, I witnessed your persistence to achieve perfection in this long journey. When I named you Kexin in Chinese, you asked me about meaning. For me, that name reflects your personality, your traits, and your superb dedication to be a wonderful lady that brings a smile to everybody around you. I congratulate you on your success here this evening, and I'm looking forward to hearing great news regarding your future endeavor. Kexin, by the way, I'm going to have her in my AP Chinese language next year. What a pleasure.
Good evening, everybody. I'm here to present the 10th grade Chinese award. So the 10th grade Chinese award goes to Cheryl Stella. When I think of a scholar, I think of someone that's dedicated, hardworking, and always challenging himself. Cheryl obviously has all those qualities, which makes him the perfect candidate for a Scholars Award. Knowing him being a teacher for 2 years, I have come to appreciate that he is so much more than your typical good student. He gets along with everyone in the class, helps his classmates, takes leadership roles in projects without hesitation, seizes every opportunity to have a small conversation in Chinese with the words he knows, whether he thinks it's right or wrong, like doesn't know the answer, with me before and or after class. And always, he lightens up the room with a dose of humor. Even with almost a perfect score, he still chose to take on an extra credit assignment, producing a music video for a Chinese song, which turned out great, and it was really fun watching it. And he didn't just do the extra credit assignment, he threw himself into the central role for organizing the entire project, bringing together everyone's work and editing the final product into a professional-looking video. He didn't have to do any of this. He put more work into an entirely optional assignment and produced the high-quality work, just for the fun of showing what he had learned in the Chinese class. I see a true passion for learning in this young man, and I truly enjoy being his teacher this year. I hope he carries that passion with him for the rest of his academic career. Congratulations.
Good evening, everybody. I am Matthew Collins, another Director of Instruction. Curious, the students in the room, have you taken a moment yet to thank your parents, your family, your friends around you? Now's your time to do that. I'll take a half a second to thank the wonderful teaching staff we have in the district to help prepare you, along with the support of your friends and family. So it is now my pleasure to introduce 2 of our teachers from our amazing agri-science program, Ms. Nancy Hamilton and Ms. Susan Skinner.
Will the following students please come forward? Nicole Waiter, Jacob Dotson, and Olivia Banco. As they're making their way up here, our ninth grade recipient, our freshman scholar award, goes to Nicole Wader. She's up here limping. Luckily, she's not on crutches now. And this is written by Mr. Danucci. Nikki's involvement with her horses has guided her interest and involvement in our agriculture program. Nikki's interest in MFFA has led her to pursue involvement as a team member for the Veterinary Science Career Development Event, as well as pursuing the Blue Jacket Award at the New Jersey State FFA Convention in May. Nikki's academic involvement in our ag program has been through enrollment in greenhouse and the biology of agri-science classes this year. Nikki is committed to preparing for her classes so she can achieve good grades. Nikki's enthusiasm for learning enhances the learning environment. All Nikki's FFA advisors look forward to her continued involvement in our program as she explores opportunities available to her in agriculture and the FFA. We look forward to Nikki's continued participation on the Veterinary Science CDE team as they continue preparing for upcoming competitions. It is a pleasure to have Nikki in our agriculture program, and I'm happy to have the opportunity to recognize Nicole Wader as our selection for 2018 Freshman Scholar Award from the Ag Department. Okay, and this is from Mr. Hayes. Our sophomore ag award goes to Jake Dotson. Jake is a hardworking, self-motivated young man who has participated in the FFA at Northern for the past 2 years, as well as in the middle school. Jake is a student from Pemberton who came to Northern through the school choice program to study in our agricultural education program, to be a part of the FFA, and to lead as an officer. He is a well-rounded, self-driven student who works hard not only in the classroom and greenhouse, but also volunteering at events in the community, as well as working after school. Like his older sisters who have also come through the agricultural education program at Northern, Jake shows a genuine interest in agriculture, and my hope is that he continues to grow, learn, and be successful at Northern. His enthusiasm, dedication, and involvement are all appreciated. Congratulations, Jake.
So I have not had the opportunity to get to know Olivia very well so far, but hopefully over the next year I will. But I'm very pleased to present our Junior Agriculture Award to Olivia Banco. Since she's a freshman, Olivia has become more and more involved in our agricultural education program and now serves as secretary of our FFA chapter, all while maintaining excellent grades in her classes. In addition to her commitment to her education, Olivia also finds time to become involved with community events and service projects. She works at Pinelands Nursery and truly demonstrates an advanced knowledge of horticulture. Her desire to learn, help others, and her ability to overcome obstacles she encounters have helped to shape her and mold her into an excellent student and person. Congratulations, Olivia.
It's really great to see those agriculture students grow. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Jill Stabile, representing the Applied Technology Department Awards.
I have to follow that.
I apologize for being up here a little while. Okay, so Applied Tech has two different areas. There's materials and there's engineering, so I'm going to start with materials. On behalf of Mr. Johnson, the 9th grade materials award goes to Gail Devereaux. When a student in our metals lab asks me, can I make this item for home? My response is first excitement, and second, make sure you get your greatest assignment done first. With the 9th grade Applied Tech Materials Award winner this year, Gail Devereaux, I've never worried or had to mention that second part. He's always the one to arrive first in class in the morning, and always takes down stools for the other students who do not yet arrive. He routinely asks if I need help with anything and is helpful to others in class. I love to use his work as examples for other students because he's so diligent in his approach. It's for these reasons and for many more that Kel Devereaux deserves the 9th grade Applied Tech Materials Award this year. On behalf of Mr. Parker, the Grade 10 Materials Award goes to Haley Archer. It's no secret that the children in school today have pressures pushing on them from all directions. Grades, sports, family, friends, social media, a changing job market, economic uncertainty, global unrest, competitive college placements, and the list goes on. They're so focused on what they're asked to do that most students never stop to ask their own questions. How does something work? Why can't we try to do something in a different way? As a technology teacher, it's my job to get students asking those questions and to begin thinking creatively. It's no easy task, and many students struggle for a while. But a select few have the courage and the natural drive to try what is unknown. They challenge the teacher and the other students in their class to push past the textbooks and the experiment with what can and can't be done. If I had to pick one student who demonstrates this concept better than any other, it would be Haley Archer. Not once has Haley let me make it through a whole week without needing to adjust my lesson plans. No sooner have we talked about the basics of a machine, she's already trying to experiment with its more complex components. Sometimes she gets it right the first time, sometimes she needs a little help, and sometimes what she wants to do just isn't possible with the time or resources that we have on hand. But regardless of what happens, she leaves with a smile, saying, well, I tried, and now I know something new. I don't want you leaving her tonight with the wrong idea. Haley has made some of the nicest projects I've seen leave Northern. But those pieces won't be her legacy here, and they alone aren't why she's getting this award. It's her drive for success, her willingness to try new things, and her refusal to let anything bring her down. That deserve recognition, and that will ultimately carry her successfully on whatever path she chooses. It's with great honor that I present this year's Sophomore Applied Tech Materials Award to Haley Archer. On behalf of Ms. Johnson, the Grade 11 Materials Award goes to John Zibel. What would you want from a student in the materials lab for the first year? The answer would be the qualities of the 11th grade award winner for materials, John Zibel. He's quiet but attentive, enthusiastic to work, and above all else, polite. While John struggles with some projects in the lab, he always asks how he can do better, and then tries to improve them to the letter. I'm often approached by John with very insightful questions, and he often observes other work myself, or other students are doing. He often observes other work myself or other students are doing to gain knowledge and experience. I know he'll be successful at whatever he does in the future because of these habits. The Materials Award for 11th grade goes to John Zibel. I even printed it out in big font so that I could read it on my glasses. Okay, the Engineering Awards. On behalf of Mr. Johnson, the Grade 9 Engineering Award is going to Daniel Dale. Our 9th grade Applied Technology Engineering Award is very hard to choose every year. There are a limited number of students who qualify in coursework often found challenging for freshmen. Daniel Dale prevailed. On top of being a leader in the classroom, Daniel shot to the top as a leader in our robotics team this year, becoming a key guiding voice to others and the success of the team in general. I can trust him to disseminate information to the members of the team I don't routinely get to see in class, and I can trust that when he says he'll do something, it'll get done. I'm very excited to see that the next 3 years, what the next 3 years bring, and to see where he'll go after high school. Congratulations to the 9th grade Applied Technology Award winner, Daniel Dale. On
On behalf of Ms. Andrula, grade 10 engineering award goes to Shreya Sibala. Shreya Sibala is a very hardworking applied technology engineering student. He's a curious learner, always asking insightful questions to heighten his learning experience. Shreya consistently strives to perform in any project being worked on, and is always looking for ways to improve. Not only does he excel in the classroom, but he is a very polite young man. He goes the extra mile to assist in any way he can, whether it be helping in the classroom cleanup or helping other students in class understand the different STEM concepts. Having Shreya as a student is an absolute pleasure. He's always on task, engaged in learning, and gives substantial effort in all his assignments. He thinks outside the box and even goes above and beyond those project requirements, which is amazing to see as a teacher. I'm certain that whatever Shreya Sibala chooses to pursue in life, whether it be in STEM or any other field, he'll reach beyond his goals. On behalf of myself and Mr. McGinnis, the 11th grade engineering award goes to Erica Biscanara. This year, engineering 1 and 2 students worked through a transition period that found Mr. McGinnis and me leading the class mid-year. Fortunately for us, the class is full of engaging, hardworking students, and Erica Biscanara rose to the top of the class. Erica has been gracious enough to roll with the punches. She's smart and intuitive, and she already knows that she wants to be an aerospace engineer in the military. As a strong engineering student, Erica is usually in high demand for group projects. In class, Erica has been given the ability to do some independent work. When we first started to lead the class, she was already building a scale model of the structure. As we got to know her better, she asked if there was anything that might be more challenging to work on. After some discussion, we decided to combine her interest in flying and engineering. Erica is currently working on an independent design for a wind tunnel that we hope can be completed before the end of the year. When completed, Erica will be able to demonstrate how different airplanes designs affect airflow. It's exciting to see such a bright and focused young woman try to challenge herself and work so well both in groups and independently. Erica, good luck in the future. I know that for you, literally, the sky's the limit.
It's clear the future is in great hands. I would now like to introduce you to Mr. Eric Gibbons, representing the Art Department, to bring some color to the program.
Art is the meeting place of all subjects. Art teachers know that when we grid, measure, and draw, we use geometry. When we make sculptures, we use engineering. When we mix colors, we reveal information about physics. When we create illustrations for stories, we learn about literature. When we review the styles of art from Da Vinci to Bansky, we teach history. When we write about art, we strengthen these skills. And when we create works of art, we solve complex visual problems in creative ways. So I'm going to be representing the whole department today. So my first award is actually given by me to Jaslyn Torr for 9th grade. Jaslyn Torr has been more than an exceptional artist. She has also excelled in the academic portion of our program, connecting historical information, integrating content, making personal connections to her work in thoughtful ways, and demonstrating a deeper understanding. Her problem-solving skills will serve her well should she continue to explore art or apply this to science, technology, engineering, or math. I could see this in her perspective project when she applied spatial geometry to her work in the way that an architect might. When reviewing grades of my students to pick someone to award, she put forth true effort into every assignment, large or small. This attention to detail, lack of slack, wrapped up in her cheerful disposition, set her apart from her peers and made me decide to recognize Jaslyn Torr tonight. All right. Mandy Lee, I believe is not here this evening. If you are, come on up, but I believe she's out. But Mandy Lee was honored by Mrs. Kirchner, who teaches ceramics. So Mandy Lee is awarded the Art Scholars Award for many reasons. Mandy is an exceptional artist that excels in 3D design. Her positive attitude and energy were apparent from the moment she entered my classroom. She demonstrated a strong creative abilities while welcoming any challenges. I was most impressed with her determination, persistence, and ability to come up with creative solutions to assignments. As a ceramic student, Mandy's quality of work stands out among the rest. She can draw, paint, and sculpt, and her creativity and talent clearly shows in all of her projects. So it is with honor that we select Mandy as the most outstanding 10th grade student in art. So we will give that to her later. Right, and Mrs. McGee nominated our 11th grade Scholars Award in two-dimensional art, and it is presented to Jessica Fell. Working in the art room seems to be a natural process for Jess. Not a minute is wasted during her class. Her creative spirit is obvious, and her work reflects her love of the process. Those of us who have been lucky enough to have had Jessica Fell as a student in class or as an athlete in the field know her determination. She gives 110% of herself with whatever it is that she does. Not only is she a talented soccer and lacrosse player, her talents in the art room did not go unnoticed. Every day she comes with a smile, sits down, and is ready to learn. Her artwork is creative, meticulous to the last detail. She has an incredible artistic style when it comes to her ability to shade, her portraits and designs, and along with her creative personality. She has design pieces that have photographic quality to them. Her ability to create exactly what she sees is truly remarkable. When it comes to painting, her knowledge of color theory is evident. She spends countless hours on her Italian still life painting for a Christmas surprise. When people view her work, they are amazed at how lifelike her drawings and paintings are. As a result, it is no surprise that Jess is a high achiever, getting straight A's on every assignment submitted. She demonstrates a strong work ethic and welcomes any challenges. She always picks the most challenging sketches to reference for her projects, which is just her style. I was most impressed with her determination, execution, persistence, and ability to come up with creative solutions to my assignments. I'm so proud of Jess for receiving this award. I expect great things from her next year and look forward to working with her again. It will be exciting to see the artwork she creates and designs. This award is well deserved. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It is now time to get down to business. I welcome Ms. Laura Nadolny and Ms. Kathy McKay. And I understand Ms. Kim Ballinger is also coming to the stage. There she is.
The 9th grade business award is being awarded to Asvar Zahid, who I understand is not here tonight, but for his outstanding achievement in Accounting 1 and web page design. Asvar's commitment to ensuring his work is done entirely and without errors is beyond the norm. He has shown he has the skills to analyze, think critically, and problem solve any and all topics that are discussed in his business classes without hesitation. Even with challenging problems or situations, Asvar is quick to answer correctly and then help others. Asvar's effort and participation in class made him a clear choice for the 9th grade award. The critical skills he has displayed will set him apart as he moves through high school. We are very pleased to present the 2018 Business Award to Asvar Zahid.
Hi. So first I want to say to my sophomores in my web design class, because as they were called up for the high honor roll, I have one in each class, and it was really hard between the three of you, okay? So I'm not paying favorites, but you know, It's just that it was really hard. So I'm pleased to present the 10th grade Business and Technology Award to Jacqueline Paul. As I reviewed my grades for web design and animation class, looking for the sophomore who had the highest average, even before I looked at my grades, I knew it would probably be Jacqueline. When I was grading assignments, I sometimes looked at her assignments first because I knew hers would be correct. And then I would look at the rest of the class. As a sophomore in a mixed class of 9th through 12th graders, that is a major accomplishment. Jacqueline is meticulous with each and every assignment, testing to make sure that her web page looked correct and that her animations are running the way they're supposed to. Congratulations and thank you for all your hard work this year. Good luck in the future. I look forward to watching you achieve many great things at Northern here in the next 2 years.
The 11th grade business award is being awarded to Luke Bell for his outstanding achievement in accounting 2. Luke's understanding from accounting 1 shined as he has achieved 100% on almost all of his accounting 2 assignments. His work is always superior. He works until he masters a concept, and he is always ready and willing to help others. The ability to master the concepts, apply them, all while understanding the content of accounting is challenging, but Luke was up for that challenge. His understanding of accounting 2 is above and beyond high school expectations. He works extremely hard and is very deserving of this award. We are very pleased to present the 2018 Business Department Award to Luke Bell.
Thank you. I'd now like to reintroduce Mr. Dave Taylor to the stage to sing the praises of the choral and instrumental programs.
Just start throwing your extra rolls because he is on one. All right, do I just turn? I don't, is he even? Okay, I'm just going to read them from the ROTC. Read them from here, or I can read them for you. Oh, your choice. I'll read them from here. That's right. I thought it was in order. Sorry. Yes, let's use this one. Ooh. Hi. This year's 9th grade choral award, scholar award, goes to Catherine Preisig. Catherine, come on up. Catherine is a tremendous singer and musician and has really shown the whole performing arts department how tremendously talented she is. Catherine has been such a delight to teach this year in chamber choir. Her ability to sing out loud and in tune at her age is quite rare. She tried out this past fall and made it into the All-South Jersey Choir, and just a few weeks ago tried out for the New Jersey All-State Choir and made it into her very first year of eligibility. Something that Mr. Taylor was not able to do. Catherine, you're going to hear that a lot tonight. Catherine is a 2-year member of the Color Guard for our marching band and also a member of the Indoor Color Guard. In March, Catherine was seen even playing the ukulele in our spring show, The Drowsy Chaperone. Catherine, we look forward to all the things that you are going to accomplish at NBC and in the future. Keep up the great singing. The 10th grade choral award goes to Maya Mutharamalingam. Maya is such an amazing human being. She probably is the nicest student that I've had in my career. In fact, I think I said that last year. On top of her amazing personality, she is a dedicated member of the spring musical and was an understudy to the lead Janet for our production of The Drowsy Chaperone. She is a 2-time member of the All-South Jersey Choir and just made it into the All-State Choir for a 2nd time in a row. Her score put her in the running for hopefully a chance next year to be in the All-Eastern Honors Choir. Yet something that Mr. Taylor has not yet to do, nor will ever. Thank you, Maya, for being such an amazing talent and a wonderful person. We're so lucky to have you in our program. The 11th grade choral award goes to Jason Nixon. The best compliment that I can give Jason is about a month ago, Jason was out from school, and I asked the basses, which is his section, to sing out louder. They said quickly, "We can't. Jason's not here." Jason is a 3-time member of the All-South Jersey Choir and just made it into his 3rd All-State Choir for next fall. Also something that I have never accomplished. That's really sad, I'm sorry. Jason may also be a member of the All-Eastern Choir, and we'll find out next December. Jason is also a member of our spring musical and was a lead of underling in our spring musical production of The Drowsy Chaperone. Thank you, Jason, for your leadership as a singer and as a fine young gentleman. We're so lucky to have you again in our program. Now for the instrumental awards, Mr. Linder could not be here this evening. Our first recipient of the 9th grade instrumental award is Nathan Brown. Come on up, Nathan. I have the pleasure of getting Nathan every morning in music theory. What a delight it's been to have you. This year's 9th grade recipient of the NBC Music Instrumental Award is an outstanding member of the NBC High School Band program. He has continually set an example of dedication and high level of musicianship for his peers. In just his first year at the high school, he has been a key member of both the concert band, the marching band, the jazz ensemble on the saxophone. This year's freshman recipient, of course, is again Mr. Nathan Brown. Thank you. The 10th grade instrumental award goes to Crystal Kim. Crystal, come on. 2 awards. This year's award goes to, of course, Crystal. She is a member of the NBC High School Band program, an outstanding member of the high school program. She has a significant impact on the band program during her first 2 years at Northern Burlington High School. As an alto sax player in the jazz ensemble, she's played an integral part of the group, being ranked as one of the top 10 jazz bands in Division III of the New Jersey Association of Jazz Educators. This year's 10th grade recipient again is Crystal Kim. Thank you, Crystal. Congratulations. 2 awards. I know. The 11th grade award goes to Vani Zing. Zing. I put a Z in it. There she is. I'm going to finish. I'll slow my speech down so you can get up here in time. This year's, of course, this award goes to Vani. She has been a significant. She has had a significant impact on the band program as a tenor sax player in the jazz ensemble, clarinet in wind ensemble, and as a drum major in the marching band. By the way, she's an outstanding drum major for those of you that had a chance to see the fall marching band show. She has contributed to the success of all 3 groups. She has distinguished herself through hard work and her commitment to music. She takes great pride in her work and helps raise the achievement level of all those around her. This year's 11th grade recipient is Vani Singh.
Thank you. I now invite Mrs. Jennifer Huckleberry to the stage to shine a spotlight on our theater arts program.
It is with great delight that I present the 9th grade Scholars Award for Theater Arts to Joshua Dekovich. I remember like it was yesterday when I first had you in my middle school class. You were quiet and reserved, but very excited to be a part of the class. Then you performed for the first time, and I was blown away. You brought animated and delightful characters to the stage. They were well developed and never lacked dimensions. My jaw literally dropped. Then immediately following each performance, you'd humbly bow and quickly go back to your seat and ask, was that okay? Okay, yes, that was amazing. You are not only a tremendous actor, but I am beyond thankful for your love for theater in general and helping out in any area that is needed, especially the beast that is the costume closet. Josh, thank you so much for always going above and beyond in every aspect of theater. I am very excited for your next 3 years. It is with much respect that I present the next Scholars Award for Theater or Arts to 10th grader Reagan Gattam. You are a model theater student. You memorize your lines early, you use rehearsal time wisely and to your advantage. You go deep with your characters, looking beyond the surface of their personality and into what makes them tick. You then combine all those skills to bring these senior level characters to the stage. And you are just a sophomore. You are giving my upperclassmen actors a run for their money, and I love every moment of it. What an amazing example you set for the other students. Despite any challenge that may arise, you continue to overcome and strive for 110%. I am so thankful to have you as a student and to continue to see you challenge not only yourself to be better, but everyone around you as well. For the 11th grade Scholars Award for Theater tonight, I am very excited to invite to the stage Aria Scaglio. You are such a kind and thoughtful student. You go out of your way to tell me good morning and have a good day each time I see you. Your hand is continually raised during class to answer questions or offer critiques, and you present them with a soft and encouraging tone. And then, like right now, you get on stage. Once again, I'm on the edge of my seat as these big and bold characters you create command the stage. You captivate your audience and bring joy with your perfectly timed comedic roles. Then you end with a sweet thank you every time. I look forward to your performances with each new unit in class. Thank you for bringing such delight and kindness with you each and every day. You help to make our theater classroom a warmer place.
It is now my honor to present the Video Production Awards on behalf of Mr. James Dowd and Mr. Matt Pona, who happens to be working camera 2 right now. So I will call up the 3 names for us to focus on: Olivia Simone Mattis, Megan S. Hemingos, and Garrett Ballinger. So Olivia first. It's extremely rare to find an underclassman with the determination and creativity to stand out in the area of video production. But Olivia Mattis has done that this year in Video Production 1. She has a passion for subject matter, and don't let her quiet demeanor fool you. She has a unique curiosity and a determination to succeed. The production quality of her videos has not only stood out among their peers, but so has her talent and enthusiasm. She is mature beyond her years, and I very much look forward to having her in Video 2 and 3 in the future. It is with great pleasure that I present to her the 9th grade Scholars Night Award for Video Production. Megan. We have had the privilege of teaching Megan Hemingos the past 2 years in video production, and during that time she has shown a great work ethic, not just trying to do her best, but also always trying to be the best. Coupled with a great sense of humor, she has shown a tremendous diligence in production design and storytelling. From props and costumes to cinematography and editing, her videos were always chosen as best produced in her class. She has also volunteered as part of our video camp for middle school students, teaching them by example and being an excellent role model. Congratulations, Megan, for all your hard work this year, and I look forward to your future videos in Video Production 3. And Garrett. Garrett Ballinger is our standout junior student in video production this year. Garrett was always an excellent academic student in our Video 1 and 2 classes in years past,
but this year showed a maturity and leadership to stand out among his peers. He has won numerous filmmaking awards and accolades this year for a short film he directed, ironically titled Detention. His awards include Best of the Fest at the Garden State Film Festival, first place at the Wildcat Spirit Film Fest, and a top comedy recognition at the South Orange Film Fest. He has also been showcased in a dozen other film festivals this year and has taken any runner-up nominations with maturity and grace. In fact, I thought I saw another tweet today of another film festival recognition he received. He has continued to push our other advanced students in production and editing work, and we look forward to his future endeavors and hope to see him around the studio next year to help our younger students in video production. I now would like to introduce to you Mr. Brandon Bennett for the Health and Phys Ed Awards.
Good evening. Last but not least, my name is Brandon Bennett, and I'm the Director of Instruction for the Health and Physical Education Department. I'd like to introduce Ms. Shannon Gessner, Mr. Gene Darling, and Mr. Zach Westerberg.
I see some of you staring at your blue programs, and your eyes are not lying to you. We are the last department. I will be presenting the Grade 9 Health and PE Award, and the scholar this year is Sarah Cruson. During health, Sarah was intellectually curious, asking questions, and inputting at appropriate times. During PE, she is the exemplar student, volunteering first to participate and maintaining good sportsmanship. Outside of the PE classroom, Sarah is an ideal representation of a student athlete at Northern Burlington. In the fall, she is a part of the volleyball team, and in the winter, she is a part of the basketball team. Yes, Sarah is one busy girl. As a PE teacher and coach, I love to see a student invest so much time into athletics, all while maintaining good grades and reputation amongst the faculty and student body. It demonstrates great school pride and spirit. Spirited is a perfect word to describe Sarah, and it transfers over to the PE classroom. She is athletically gifted, but also knows how to uplift those around her. She keeps things fun, classmates motivated, and all of us laughing, especially with her random outbreaks of dance moves. You have any now? Okay. Sarah makes a classroom climate that other students and I want to be in. I look forward to teaching her class period every day, and in large part, Sarah is responsible for that. Congratulations.
I would like to present the 2017-18 Sophomore Physical Education Student of the Year to Sebastian Sosa. Unfortunately, he could not make it tonight. But Sebastian has showed over the course of the year why he's so deserving of this award time and time again. He's willing to, always give a helping hand with anything we do in class. The long list of favors vary from setting up the field, carrying in and out equipment, to anything that's asked of him. It doesn't matter if he likes the activity or the skill we have planned. Sebastian is positive and ready to perform 100%. Anyway, these are only some of the reasons why Sebastian's this year's Sophomore Physical Education Student of the Year, Sebastian Sosa.
All right. With the final pick of the 2018 Northern Burlington Scholar Awards, the junior class of Health and Phys Ed selects Joe Campbell. Joe has qualities that are rare in a young person. He's hungry to learn, and he has a sense of humility. He's not afraid to admit mistakes, which allow him opportunities to grow as a person. And when speaking to his peers, he's genuine and relatable, which are qualities needed in a leader. Whether we're in health class and he's demonstrating CPR, or we're playing softball, or anything in between, he's doing much more than meets the eye. He consistently leaves his comfort zone, and in doing so, he allows his peers to do the same. In conclusion, Joe has earned this award because not only has he achieved excellence academically, but he's also displayed outstanding qualities of a leader. Thanks.
This concludes our evening. Thank you all so much for joining us. I do want to let you know that as you exit this evening, there will be another program that is gray, and it will have all of the names of the award recipients this evening, so please be sure to pick one of those up. Have a safe drive home. Thank you very much for attending.